Hey everybody, I wanted to do a, a video today about competition and Healy and iTeraCare and other frequency devices and network marketing and consciousness and different things like that, right? First of all, I'd like to say it's March 24th, Thursday. Tomorrow, I'm gonna spend 3 hours on a webinar, online webinar, finding out the latest, coolest thing that Healy's going to come out with. And I'm like, have my credit card ready already. I'm like, shut up and take my money already. I don't even know what they're going to sell, but I'm not going to buy it. Why? Because Marcus Schmieke is a freaky genius. And my Healy, stunning device, will do things nothing else in the world will do. 100%. Like, wow. Like, don't even get me started how cool device that is, but it's also a little complicated. And although I sold several hundred of them, I don't quite have the energy to help more people try and figure out how to use it. It's a challenge. It's a challenge Healy's trying to overcome to make it simpler. And I'm sure they're still working on it. So I want to talk a bit about the nature of competition, the consciousness of competition, what to kind of be aware of and pay attention to in the network marketing industry in general. I remember years ago, I was with a company called Manatec. Beautiful company, amazing heart, fabulous product, and a really culture of mission and helping people. I loved it. And I was kind of new to network marketing, but excited about what I could do with my life in the industry. And I was at a large meeting, and I was staying next to my upline, a guy named Rich Cox, super nice guy, sadly has passed away, but really wonderful guy. And he looked at the audience, not audience, it was more like we're up on a balcony looking at a bunch of people. And he says, Steve, he goes, you know, see all these people here? He goes, at one time, they were all in my downline. And at different times, I've been in their downline. He goes, things come and go, right? And there's a certain large portion of the network marketing industry that is, it may seem like a weird way to say it, but is slightly incestuous. Right? It's just, certain portion of people just trade back and forth between companies, right? And it takes a really extraordinary company with a very simple system and approach to take people who don't normally do network marketing and bring them into network marketing. And one of the other things to realize about network marketing in general is that momentum is the hardest thing to get and the easiest thing to lose. And yeah, it's an interesting process on companies growing and having problems and back and forth. One thing for me is that I loved Healy. I did well with Healy. I made really good money, but I never looked at it as a great business opportunity that I was going to tell people you should do this as a business. It was more like cool product. Not sure if they have the business system down. Super cool product. You should buy one and tell some people. It's really cool. But I saw some problems with the fundamental approach and what they were doing and different things like that. I'm like, yeah, I think they're going to have problems down the road probably. And they did. They have. They're still trying to overcome it. By the way, I love Christian Dorner. Love Marcus Schmieke. Christian, wonderful guy, has quite a task in front of him to fix some stuff. God bless you if you watch this. I'm rooting for you to figure it out. But, you know, a lot of people freak out because I'm known in Healy. And so they think if I'm selling an iTeraCare device that I'm doing the business, and then rumors start that I'm actively out recruiting, trying to talk people into doing iTeraCare instead of Healy. And really, nothing's for the truth. I honestly don't have the time. I've sold well over 100 iTeraCare wands since February. I don't have time to be calling people and trying to convince them to do something they're not interested in. I post a few things here and there and people order it, and I don't, I don't do a background check on whether they should buy one or not, right? It's like, I don't think that's my job, really. My parents, they own 3 Healys. Isn't that awesome? They use it, 0. Like, I can't even go to try explain anymore for them how to use it. The iTeraCare wand, they'll actually use it. It's working for them. Amazing, right? So one of the things that I've seen in network marketing that's kind of sad is, part of the problem with Healy when it originally started is the people who own the company didn't actually also know much about network marketing. And as a result, it was structured, and part of the DNA from the business side was really very much structured to make a certain type of professional networker a lot of money, okay? And they did. And now things are changing, and some of these people are freaked out about losing their check. And one of the sad things is that what you will see when this happens, and I've seen this in a lot of companies, people go into lockdown mode, right? When their own opportunity isn't abundant and growing and thriving, they put too much of their energy into gossiping and tearing down and calling lawyers on people and different things like that, and trashing other companies. And it's sadly an extremely low level of consciousness. There's a really interesting concept called zero-sum thinking. And I started studying that years ago. I read an article in, I think it was Forbes. And zero-sum thinking is this: if I have more, then someone else probably has less. If I have less, then it's because someone else is taking from me, right? That there's only limited resources in the world. So then we really have to fight over the availability, okay? And so the weird thing is so you can look at how many billions of people in the world there are, and yet zero-sum thinking people with small mindset and small approach start fighting over the few people they have, terrified that someone else will take their people, which is even a weird thing to say. They're taking my people. It's like they're not your people, Interesting. Personally, I've had that happen to me, and it's not fun. It was actually my upline in a company decided to go to another company, and without telling me, went into my own organization and recruited out of my organization 2 of my top leaders. That's fundamentally not cool, okay? I've had that same person try and contact me years later to do another business, and I'm like, yeah, I don't think we're going to do business together anymore, right? I'm not letting you near my friends because you don't have the integrity, right? Yet if I have an organization and people are leaving to something else, or they're being recruited away, really probably the most helpful thing for me to think about is, what am I doing wrong that I need to up my game so that people don't want to leave, right? I mean, that's the real question to think about. Anyways, the other thing I'm seeing a bit, which is very sad, is I'm seeing this a bit with Healy, and different leaders freaked out about their business not doing as well as they want it. And I've seen it in other companies where intelligent, like people, health professionals, when they're losing business to another company, will say the most outlandish, patently false things about another company's product or opportunity. And it's like, it was so interesting for me to see it, and a little bit disheartening, because I realized when I saw people I thought I really trusted and respected, when I saw them saying things that I knew to be fundamentally false. And I knew that if that person made any effort whatsoever to investigate something, they would never say that. It was interesting for me, but it's like people are weird sometimes. People have issues. It's like you got to forgive them and move them on. But that's just something to think about. You want to be careful when you're associating with people who are operating on a low vibrational level in terms of competition and fear and everything. And the funny thing is sometimes, that people who are professional networkers and build large organizations and get very angry when people recruit. And again, I'm not out actively recruiting anyone from anywhere. I don't have the time to do that. But when they see it happening in their organization, they get very angry about it as if it's a lack of integrity or something. And yet I'm like, okay, well, tell me, how did you build your organization? From a whole bunch of people who weren't doing network marketing at all? All right, it's like, no. They have a Rolodex of people who are already in network marketing, probably still doing something with another company. And they go and they pull those people into their organization and try and recruit them away from other things. So anyways, very excited about what Healy has coming out tomorrow. Totally stoked about what the iTeraCare device is doing for people that I've never seen before. Neither one of them do I really look at as a good long-term business opportunity. If you're to like go, okay, do you have a long-term business opportunity? I go, yes, Redefy. The drops, the company, the leadership, the systems in place, the long-term business plan, how they're running it, everything. It's beautiful. But I like telling people about cool stuff. So I do often do multiple things at the same time. So anyways, hope this is helpful for people. And it may seem a little negative, but sometimes you just have to talk about some things so people have right perspective on things. And this is my current perspective. Hey, check back with me in 5 years. I may have totally changed my view on things or upgraded it. But as of right now, this is the best insight I can give you on business practices, network marketing, and seasons in companies' lives and different things like that. So